Welcome, everyone. Today, we are keeping things short, honest, and interesting. We have a guest with us who brings real experiences from the ground, and I'm excited to explore a few quick questions with her. Let's jump straight into the conversation. Welcome to the show, Reena. We're
Thank
super glad
you.
to have you today. Before we deep dive, uh, can you tell us something about yourself? Who is Reena?
Well, Reena is a learner, somebody who loves to explore things. Um, Reena is, you can say, a curious person, and at the same time, of course, I have been in this field of education and training for last 18 years, and with that experience, I try to help people understand, because as a teacher I over explain things I have been told, so I try to explain them with my capacity, and uh, if they learn, I'm the happiest person then. So this is who I am.
Lovely. Very insightful, actually. So, uh, how did training enter your life unexpectedly?
Well, as I said, I'm a teacher, so I happen to take a CBSE training, and there I trained a group of teachers, and then one of the teacher came and told me that I understood this concept better uh, after you explained me. So it was a training which made me feel that yes, I think this is my calling, this is my right, I mean I can do this better. So this is how training came into my.
Okay, fantastic. So, what is your signature style as a trainer?
Well, as a trainer, of course, I have, usually it's a professional training, where we have already a set of things which we have to, deliver, or you can say we have modules. But at the same time, there are few icebreakers trying to understand our trainees and understand that they are not in sync with the training. So there comes my work, where I try to get them back with my little small anecdotes, probably, or my jokes, and probably that's my signature style.
So, what how can I put this? If your training journey was a movie title, what would it be and why?
Yes, the ripple effect, because every training that I take is which creates small ripple and finally brings it ends up with a big change. So yes, the ripple effect.
Perfect. So, a moment that made you feel proud as a trainer.
There are many moments where when I sort of achieve, when I feel I have achieved something, and that makes me proud. And the achievement, I would say, is when a person or a participant comes and tells me that it was fun, or comes and tells me that yes, finally, you made it so easy. I thought it to be a very complex topic, but you made it so easy. So I think that's the moment when I feel I'm proud, right?
Uh, a change you saw in yourself because of entering training, if I
Yeah,
say.
I became more confident, no doubt. I improved my communication skill. I think I have become more patient, and I have become a good listener. So there are a lot of changes which has come. And, so yes, all thanks to training.
So, if I say, Reena, what is that one thing, if you had a chance currently that you would like to upskill in, what would it be?
Yeah, I think I need to, I just feel that I need to learn. There was a book, I'll tell you, I think it's slightly lengthier,
It's
but
okay.
there's a book which by Shiv Khera which says You Can Win. That book has somehow helped me because there are a lot of anecdotes. And then, connecting it with particular training. So I need to read more such books where I can find more anecdotes which can help me, which I can put as fillers, or when I get back my audience, to get back my audience attention, I can use those small fillers and anecdotes as fillers. I think I need to read more such books. So that will be upscaling.
Perfect. Okay. So we are done with all the serious stuff. A little fun now. Rapid fire, huh? So,
Yeah.
what do you do in the 30 seconds before the session goes live?
um just I just pray that it goes well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, what's one thing participants should never do in your session?
They should not sleep.
Seriously, they
They should,
sleep?
though they don't, so I just feel they should not be like, even though they might be having anything on their mind, they should not be thinking of that. They should be concentrating. So I just feel that they should be in the session.
Like
So
I was,
sleeping is sort of, just used it, but it's like they should be in the session, not inattentive.
discussing it with a colleague of mine recently. The thing that really irritates me is when somebody yawns.
Yeah.
It's very bad. And somebody slouches.
I
I
know that it's
hate it when they slouch. It's like that the body language is so bad,
right.
and I pinpoint in a very nice way, of course. So
That's again, we as trainers have to learn, being sarcastic, but which shouldn't hurt them, right? And it's, they should understand what is the fault there.
yes, we I call it sweet but firm,
Correct, correct.
simple. So your trainer song, if anything, if I say what is your trainer song, what would it be?
Mm, I guess Eye of the Tiger.
And then you go roar. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, one word friends or your colleagues use to describe you.
Um, Energetic. That's one word which they describe me with, and course hardworking, which I am. But that those people who know me better, they can. But for like if they are there for some time, yes, energetic.
So, let me take a 90-degree turn. What does your family say?
They don't. They don't. I,
Because, yes, family is very judgy. Trust me when I'm saying that.
right, right. But I am, I always at work, as in, I just feel that, I should finish that work. It should not be pending. So, like, it keeps me, always, there's always this on my mind if it is pending work. So I just keep on telling, okay, ye kar lete hain, or let's finish it. So, or else I'll get up and start doing. So they say, "Arey yaar, बैठो थोड़ी देर."
Oh, I mean, you were just describing me there. So, dream location you would love to conduct a training.
Well, any international conference, like,
Oh, and when you say international, do you have a specific place in mind?
Paris.
Ah, that's one of the most beautiful places
Yes.
ever, I guess. So, yeah. Another thing before I quickly sign off, uh, a quote or a sentence, maybe a filler, maybe that you overuse while you are training.
Well, a quote which I overuse. Of course, as we all say, there are phrases which we overuse, as in you said, understood, or all right, or um, um, it's always like my students tell me that, ma'am, you use like, what's wrong with grade 12? Rachel, what's wrong with you all? So I keep on telling them. So this is one. But yes, there is, which I tell my students, I keep telling everybody that honesty is the best policy. And it's best because if you do any work honestly, you will succeed. You will succeed, you know, in your work, and in succeed in the eyes of yourself. When I say yourself, I'll be satisfied that I have done my work honestly. So I believe in this quote, and I keep telling students also that be honest with your student. You had to study, so be honest with your work. And any profession, we need to be honest with whatever we are doing.
Perfect, perfect ending. So that was a lovely conversation, Reena. Simple, honest, and very relatable. Thank you so much for being a part of this show. Thank you for so much for taking the time to share your journey and insights with us. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Thank you
So,
so much. I'm very pleased to be on this show. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much, audience, for being a part of us. And I'll see you in the next session. It's a goodbye from Radhika. Bye bye.